Hello everyone, and welcome back to the penultimate part of Lylat Wars on the Nintendo 64. I am one wild sheep yet again. Let's enter Sector Z.
The enemy army is gunning for you. Be careful.
Don't worry, sir.
You mean they weren't gunning for me in the first place? What?
Enemy approaching from the left.
We'll gladly take this one.
And welcome to Sector Z, ladies and gentlemen, and this is basically an ambush level. The Great Fox is under attack, so it is our duty, nay, the very reason for our existence from this point forward, to protect the Great Fox from all of these enemies who are coming to attack it. And this is basically an all-range mode mission where we're just going to be bipping as many enemies as we physically can, and we're basically going to be waiting things out until the mission gets ended, basically, for the most part. Now, the annoying thing about this mission in particular is the fact all of your teammates will become under attack extremely quickly, and this is probably the mission where you're going to lose your teammates in. Hands down, this is more than likely the mission you'll lose your teammates in, because it is so easy for your teammates to get taken down. It is so annoying because they will always be chased by other enemies, and it drives me bloody bonkers. I don't want to fly through the Great Fox like a dweeb. I don't want to lose my teammates to enemies bipping them because my teammates are too incompetent to do somersaults. And the worst thing is, some of these characters are meant to be even better pilots than me. Like, Falco there is considered to be a better pilot than Star Fox, but I'm not seeing that in the gameplay. Oh. Hoi.
Six missiles coming from the left. Missile 1 is heading for Great Fox.
Oh joy! And there we go, this is the main objective. We basically need to take out all of the phallic looking missiles before they hit the Great Fox. If any of the missiles hit the Great Fox, then the mission doesn't fail in terms of you lose a life, but the mission counts as a failure, as in you'll go down to the easier difficulty route. And considering we're at the end game right now, this means this stage is a pain in the bloody arse if you want to stick on the hard route, because it's so easy to fluff up. Basically, just keep your eye out for the phallic looking missiles. Whenever they pop in, they'll flash in the radar at the bottom of the screen, as well as you'll have one of the characters say, "Hey, missiles are coming in, better shoot them down." Basically, just pay attention and you should have no big, shouldn't be having too much trouble. However, if you don't have your hyper blue lasers at this point, you may be in trouble of getting hit by the Great Fox, because you do need to take these missiles out extremely quickly. And it's not a matter of you being able to just fly up to the missiles and shoot them whenever they instantly spawn in like you'd think, because the missiles actually spawn in outside of the range of the area you can fly in. So if you try to get too close to the missiles when they're not in the actual area that you're fighting in, what'll happen is your R-Wing will automatically fly and do a somersault and try and go the opposite direction, which can be a very big pain in the ass, but basically go as quick as you can to destroy the missiles and you should be fine. You know what, ladies and gentlemen? And the missiles will use, I think they comes in 3 phases. Phase 1, which is basically 1 missile. Phase 2, which is 2 missiles. And then Phase 3, which is 3 missiles.
Your father helped me like that.
Are you gonna hug all the fun?
Cat, can't you go bother someone else?
Let me help you out.
The more the merrier, because like I said, like I was about to say before I got interrupted by Cat popping in, we can, you know, having extra help with an extra team member for the final missile can be greatly beneficial. And one thing that can be kind of annoying is if your teammates shoot down the missiles, yes, they actually can shoot down the missiles, contrary to popular belief. It's like, they actually do things, apparently. If they shoot down the missile and you don't, you want to get the points for it. So if you want to get the, like, medal for completing this mission, try and shoot down the missiles before Cat and the others shoot them down, you know, ladies and gentlemen. And what are the how do you get the medals, actually? I don't think I really spoke about that previously. I mentioned we got a medal, but basically, if you get a high enough score when you beat a mission, then you get a medal. That's basically all there is to it. But of course, we got through that somehow. No problems whatsoever.
You owe me, Falco. You're on your own. Good luck, little man.
Rob, is everything okay?
Great Fox is okay.
That was a close call. We've got the bad guys on the run.
Don't worry. Flippy's here.
Oh, everything's alright then. Hoi. But anyway, with that, that's Sector Z done, arguably one of the hardest levels in the game. 666? The number of the beast! Anyway, it's time to move on down to the easy path yet again to do the defense satellite of Venom. And we're basically at the very last stretch now, ladies and gentlemen. We're at the very last couple of stages, which is pretty damn dope. And this is the final all-range mission of the game. For realsies this time.
If you destroy the satellite, we can go straight for Venom. Be careful, Fox.
I'm on it.
Good luck.
The last hurrah!
Okay, guys, destroy all barriers.
And there we are, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this is a mission that loads of people absolutely despise, and you know what? I'm not too fond of it myself, but it's still enjoyable enough for me. It's in my sort of, I can live with it missions types. It's nowhere near as bad as Aqua's, that's for sure. But anyway, for the purpose of this mission, we're basically on this rotating satellite that's very fast, and we need to destroy all of the energy barrier bloody generators that are littered throughout the course of the satellite. Once you destroy all of the barriers, then the main central hub will actually pop on open, which will require us to, well, go through the central hub and boop all of the things inside and destroy the satellite. That's all there is to it. And this mission can go by either insanely quickly or insanely slowly, depending almost entirely on your luck, which can be very annoying. And also it depends on your aim. You need to have pretty good aim to take out these generators, but fortunately, as long as well, I don't know what I'm going to say, as long as what? As long as you have a decent aim, you can probably take out the generators from quite a far distance away. As long as you can see the generators, you know, it should be fine. But be careful, because like I said, this entire satellite that we're flying around is rotating on its own, so it is moving at its own pace, which means if you're going to try and rotate to the other side of the satellite in order to destroy one of the generators, you could very, very, very easily just clip into one of the towers and lose wings. So you do need to pay extra attention to that, and you do need to be extra careful. What can I tell you, ladies and gentlemen? What can I tell you? Indeed. Yes. Also, the little laser things that causes the generator also, you know, the thing that causes the shield also hurts you a little bit if you fly into it, so don't fly into it. It's not cool. Hoi, more enemies to take down. Why am I not surprised? It's like we're playing a Star Fox game or something. Oh, shut up, Slippy. I just said shut up. Slippy does my head in this mission in particular. Like, I did lose my temper with Slippy playing this mission. I will kid you not. Like, normally I'm not too bad when it comes to mocking Slippy because Slippy's useless. But this is the mission that broke me with Slippy. Why? Because every few seconds, that's all you're going to hear is, Fox, get this guy off me! Fox, get this guy off me! Oh, that was too close! Get this guy off me! And Slippy bloody pisses me off. In fact, all of the teammates doing this mission, but Slippy in particular, because he just says the same voice line over and over and over and over again, and it drives me mad. It's not cool. Okay, that time he said, oh no, so that's a different voice line. So okay, call me a liar, Slippy. Even more reason to hate him. But anyway, once you reach a certain point, basically the enemy core will become unraveled. So when it is unraveled, basically shoot out all of the glowing fuck me lights. And when you destroyed all of the glowing fuck me lights, well, that is it for the mission. We're done and dusted. Shut the hell up, Slippy! Oh, Jesus Christ, on a bike! But it can be really tricky, I have noticed as well, to shoot some of the glowing fuck me lights as well, because a lot of them are in really awkward to hit cramped locations just behind a lot of the pointy bits of the center area. So a lot of these fuck me lights are very awkward to hit in a lot of instances, and I don't know, it's not the best mission in the game, I'll be honest. I mean, it's a passable mission, that's about it. You know, ladies and gentlemen. But I digress, what can I tell you? And I do believe if you come into this mission from the hard path, if you failed the hard path, shut up, Slippy! If you do fail the hard path and you come to this mission, I do believe you actually get to fight Star Wolf a second time. But don't quote me on that, because I'm not actually sure. Slippy, for Christ's sake! You see what I mean? About Slippy? And it's only this mission he ever gets this unbearably bad, and it causes me to lose my temper at times. Yeah, it's not like you have the ability to somersault or boost or break or anything, Slippy. Oy. Either way, mission success, thank God.
Venom, here we come.
But of course, before we actually do get to Venom, we do have one last area to go through, Area 6. And this is the closest this game probably can possibly get to a final gauntlet. This stage is ridiculous.
It's almost over. We're in your debt. Come back in one piece, Fox.
Will do, General.
Good luck.
Came in here. No problem. Do you copy? Emergency maneuvers! Too late. Game over, pal.
And there we go, it's time for quite possibly one of the most hype missions in the entire game, because we are literally just flying through Venom's defenses. We are going straight and making a beeline to the planet itself. And right from the get-go, mines! Don't get clipped by these mines, they hurt a hell of a lot. And this is probably the closest this game gets to a final gauntlet, with the exception of, well, the actual planet Venom. but this is where the game throws literally everything at you. It throws all of the enemies, it throws all of the battleships, it throws everything at you, and it's surprisingly cinematic considering it's an N64 game for one thing, and you know, it's just a really, really, really fun mission to go through. It's also one of the longest R-Wing missions in the entire game as well, ladies and gentlemen, so if you're not prepared for this mission, maybe that will be off-putting to you, because it does drag on for a good, well, 5-6 minutes long. It's a really long one, ladies and gentlemen. But, I honestly love this mission through and through. And it gets to the point as well, you even get the Great Fox sending cover fire if you accept that phone call message off of the Rob 64 as well. And I don't know, it's just a fantastic build-up to the final part of the game, and I absolutely adore this. And if you are playing this exclusively through the hard route, this is actually basically the final mission to the game. After this is the final boss. But because I've been editing in the easy route, medium route, and normal routes all the same time, well, there is actually a full-blown level on Planet Venom that we wouldn't. If we went pure hard route, we wouldn't normally get to see. So I'll talk more about that in the next part. But yeah, basically we just need to be careful of all the shit that Andross is throwing at you, because he is throwing literally everything at you. In fact, Peppy's out of here. He's gone. He's bye-bye, Peppy. Sorry, man.
Son against the cloud.
How did Andross get this channel?
Those big cans are no match for me.
Whatever you say, you great ape.
I'm looking forward to this.
So am I, you not, Uzaru. Because I said great apes, I had to make the obvious Dragon Ball reference. Because I'm a Let's Player. I'm contractually obligated to make reference to completely unrelated things, don't you know? Hoi.
Let's broken through the first line!
Hooray! Now those wasp thingamaffuckers that have that weird wave-like attack. One thing I will say about them is that they're really good when you actually can take them out, because obviously they give you they're more likely to give you like golden rings compared to other enemy types. But the problem is sometimes clipping them with your lasers can be a little bit tricky, because it's a little bit off-center to where you think you need to shoot, and it always catches me off guard with those things. It can be kind of annoying. And these giant battleships as well, contrary to what you may think, you can actually take them down with your standard laser fire as well. Even though you can't get Great Fox to shoot them down himself, you can also shoot these things down as well if you so choose. It's entirely up to you. It really doesn't make too much of a difference, but yeah, we're basically at the very end game now, ladies and gentlemen. We're on the final stretch. Oh boy, hope you're as excited as I am. Yeah, after what he pulled in the previous mission, Slippy, I'm kind of depressed that you didn't die there. Hoi. But, I digress. Although, when I say this is literally the enemies pulling out all the stops in order to try and stop Star Fox and gang, well, I mean that in terms of not only the standard level itself, I mean that for the general boss fight at the end of the stage as well, because the boss fights, well, they throw a very special kind of weapon at us. Let's just say that. Let's just say that.
Enemy ahead! This one's different.
Crap! We were so close to Venom.
So this weapon by here is a planet buster. It has a laser cannon designed to destroy planets. I shit you not, that is the description of this thing from what I remember reading somewhere. So yeah, they're literally sending out all the stops. They can't stop us with a standard weapon, so screw it. Send the object meant to destroy planets at them. That will work. Well, you'd think it would work, but no, it doesn't. Naturally, it doesn't. I mean, we're Star Fox, son. We can't get beaten that easily, can we? But anyway, this is one of the more trickier bosses in the game, but rightfully so, we are at the end game, pretty much. To start things off, you will have a bunch of arms on him. Just shoot the arms out, and then he will go crazy with missile barrages. Shoot out the missiles from the sky before they hit you, and you'll see these big glowing energy orbs. These basically are the fuck me lights of this boss fight. Just shoot them whenever they appear. And repeat this pattern like maybe 2 to 3 times before the boss's actual weak point becomes available to you. Once the boss's actual weak point becomes available, well then just lay the beat down and he'll go down very, 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 very quickly. Honestly, this boss isn't too big a trouble once you work out the pattern. The hardest thing about this boss is really dodging all of the crap it throws at you until you get to the point where you're able to bip it and nuke it, you know? Once you get to the point where you're able to nuke the boss with your laser fire, he's nothing. He's pathetic. What can I tell you, ladies and gentlemen? But of course, as I said, it's a planet buster, so of course it has a giant fuck you laser beam, so yeah, when he shoots out this laser beam, don't get hit by it. If you get hit by this laser beam, you won't die, but it will do a lot of damage, and if you get a direct hit on you, you will die. So be careful of this thing. This thing is ridiculously powerful. And for the final time, destroy these big, giant fuck me orbs, and you'll be able to lay the beat down on the actual core itself. Hell to the yeah.
Yippee! You did it!
And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to take on Venom itself. So thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't be sheepish, people, and I'll see you then.
Hold on! We're entering Venom airspace!